Hi, I'm back. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about relationships. That's what I always do. I think one of the most common things that I see in my work as a couple, I do mostly couples therapy, and I work with a lot of people that are either practicing some form of ethical non-monogamy, or something that's really common in my work is just opening up for the first time. And there are the gamut of so many ways, that couples can and will open up, like infinite paths to opening up. As a therapist, I always recommend to go slow, but that's not always going to be the case for you and your partner and partners. Every relationship is going to be different. And what really is most common for most people is opening it up and then kind of backpedaling and cleaning up the mess later, which works as well. But I think the thing I just caution against is once betrayal in relationships has occurred, it creates a form of trauma. So betrayal can look like anything, but typically it's a breaking of agreements, right? And we talk about it quite often in infidelity, but infidelity happens very frequently even in the most ethical and consensual forms of non-monogamy, because we're just a lot of times just fumbling through it. Partners are just kind of fumbling through it. And there's no framework for it. As a culture, we're really steeped in monogamy. You turn on the TV, most things are around that one partner. And so when it comes to having multiple partners, there's often a lot of people are unsure. They think there's something wrong with them if they're experiencing jealousy or insecurity, that this might not be for them, and might, based on some of these stories and assumptions in their mind, might break agreements inadvertently or not knowingly. And so in therapy, what I often see is we're basically backpedaling. We're trying to fix what's been the damage that's been done, while also simultaneously trying to help partners create more sustainable ways of doing ethical and consensual non-monogamy. Because if we continue on the path that we're on, it makes it really difficult. And so something that we often see is this avoiding to talk about it. And couples, particularly, one of the first things that we need to learn is how to communicate effectively, because how are you going to navigate the waters of ethical non-monogamy when you're already having a difficult time communicating, resolving conflict, understanding each other? I think a lot of partners get into ethical non-monogamy with the right idea, with this openness that they want to impart to their partners, and also experience themselves and impart to everybody that's involved. But that's easier said than done. And so I caution you, if you're starting out new in ethical non-monogamy, to take it really slow and do a lot of talking. And if the talking feels activating and you're like, oh, let's just rip off the Band-Aid, it's only going to become more and more activating as time goes on. So that's just kind of my PSA for today. You can always instill the help of a skilled ethical non-monogamy as well as couples partner that can help you navigate these waters while also learning how to utilize coping skills and communication skills effectively.